Said I'll body anything. I was testing my time. I feel offended like they out here testing my shine. No, my body don't be out here questioning grind. It's like you out here testing my mind. So I got a little pack and made it stretch for a mile with 3/4. Niggas out here chilling with a mile and 3/4. Came from the bottom, now I'm only trying to see the top. Get disrespectful and my niggas running in your spot. Lethal weapons, only thing that these niggas cop. For 30 shots, it's a 50 and I tell my knot. They was on the block, you know this could never stop. You see a cop and you tell your mans to wait and watch. But that's the thing, they gon' get you while you in your spot. While you chillin', watching TV and you dozing off. Work was long, he ain't eat his beef stroganoff. I hope they notice how I give it to them raw. Authenticity, I'm original. Don't give a fuck if they ain't feeling me. Hope it's killing you. I hope it's killing you. I don't give a fuck if they ain't feeling me. Scotch Bonnet, I've been feeling like I'm on fire, no lighter. Get you scorched, I need more fire, no sense, no regrets, we getting more higher. Competition, make it big, give me more power. We've been fucking for a while, I need some more hours. When I'm dead and gone, I just hope it pour flowers. I just hope it pour flowers.
I love that shit. That shit crazy, bro.
What's good, everybody? We're kicking shit off that way on this beautiful Friday night. And we're making up for not being able to go live yesterday. But anyway, let's jump on into it. Welcome to Emano Talk. It's your host, your boy, Daniel Emano, kicking it on here over with the one, the only LONE17 and his boy Rambo. How y'all boys doing today?
What's good?
Chilling, man.
Yeah, I'm happy, you know, what you told me. You know, I'm happy you still wanted to do it. Still wanted to do the interview. That was nice. So I really thank you for that.
No, yeah, you already know, man. And for those who may wonder, like, what is he talking about here? So I'm actually going to Mexico tomorrow. And originally I was supposed to leave today.
Yeah.
But some things just happened with the flight situation. JetBlue kind of screwed shit up, but then they picked the ball back up. But it ultimately left me with this one extra day just before vacation. And ironically enough, Lone hit me up. And he's like, bro, I gotta slide through. What's good with that? And I told him, I was like, look, man, I was like, if you want to pull up ASAP, this is the one day I got right now. And it all worked itself out.
I'll take that day.
Like, let's pull up. But we kick shit off with that Scotch Bonnet, something a little spicy right there.
Yeah.
Bonnet fire.
Yeah, that's
and
Scotch
Bonnet.
Bonnet.
When I recorded the bar, I was like, that's gonna be the name of the song. I was like, that's the name of the song, you know, because actually, yeah, it just made sense. I was like, I'm naming it that, Scotch Bonnet. It's gonna stick, and that's what you said. I mean, that's what's on the file, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that was there because that's unreleased, right? I think.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, when they send it to you, it doesn't really have. They're just like, oh, tell me what it's called. And most time, you know, you don't have the name when it's coming from. You know, how I make music. You know, I don't really have the names. I just throw something on there.
This is kind of like what's the first thing on your mind? What's the vibe? Like,
you know,
when I used to produce, I was kind of like that because you're making beat after beat after beat. It's like I don't even know what the fuck to name this shit no more.
But you know, it got potential. That's what you do know, though.
Yeah,
so that's good.
Yeah, so and you get some dope names out of that in the moment, right?
Yeah.
And then man, there's like Scotch Bonnet, like. Hey, like that's different.
And that's like a rare pepper of sorts that people really don't know about. It really be giving you that
Jamaican. So
I was gonna say it's famous in Jamaica, so I was gonna ask you, you're Jamaican? Okay. Okay, walk one. All right.
So you know, I like that bar. That's my bar.
Yeah, that track's fire, and I think, you know, it's a good way to kick things off because, you know, as I said, the Scotch Bonnet kind of gives you that little kick, that little spice, but it also gives a good introduction to like who is LONE17. But let the people know if they don't know who you are. Who is LONE17? Where does he come from? What is he all about? Jump right into it.
LONE17 comes from. He's like my second person. I don't want to sound crazy when I say that, but he's like my second person, you know, like my second, like he's not hidden. That's the thing. He's not hidden anymore. It's like and it really comes from a long, you know, backstory. And I don't know, you know, that's kind of touchy, but yeah, it comes from a long backstory. That's where the name come from. Yeah, I forgot what my other name was. It was like something crazy, but I think like, hold on, I gotta think of it. It was stupid.
You talking about
like when I first started rapping, like, and I've been rapping for like a total of probably, I'll say 2 years.
Okay.
3,
All
you
right.
know, seriously, like,
Yeah,
Like where you're like, I want to make this, you know,
Yeah,
like my daily
like
life.
full
Yeah.
potential. You know?
So, yeah, I can't even remember, but you know, it was something crazy. But now it's LONE17, and I come from, first of all, I'm from Broward County. Let me start with that.
Shout out
From
Broward.
Broward County, you know. All right, so 954. So, I grew up in a lot of areas. That's the thing, you know. I was bouncing around a lot, so I can't really say I'm from somewhere, but you know, like I grew up in a lot of areas, so I claim the whole city. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like, so, and I kind of forgot some of the questions that you asked.
Well, like ultimately just like who you are, what's the basis, you know, like of what you try to do with your music, you know, like what started, like, let's start this way. What started you off with music? What made you realize, like, you know what, I got this talent, I'm trying to make sure I could bring it out to its full potential?
When honestly, it got a certain type of recognition. It wasn't like people was like, oh, your music's good. And like, they was like, yo, you're really fucking good. There was like, you know, and I don't know, people have opinions. So different people think different stuff, but I know the people, not even people close to me, would be like, yo, you should really try to, you know, do something with your shit. And I'm like, it's how I see music. And then really what kicked it off for me when my mom was fucking with my music. When your mom fucks with your music, it's, you know, a whole nother.
And were you trying to get her to fuck with your music? Because usually most of the times artists pull up here, they're like, yo, I don't even want my parents to hear my shit. I hope they never hear my shit.
No. When she heard my shit, she was like, what? Where's the other shit? And then like it's one song I think I sent you. It was actually Why They Crossed Me. The file senses something else. Because that was the original version, but I sent you Why They Crossed Me, and when she heard that, it was like, you know, yeah, she was fucking with it like heavy. And then that's when I was like, she found the song by herself. I showed her a different song. She found the song by herself and said, why didn't you show me this? Yeah. And I was like,
that's
shit.
real though, because at least she's like being honest with you, because she's like, yo, that first track you showed me,
She
but then she heard that second track and she's like,
and then because it's more like, you know, like raw, like, you know, like basically what we just listened to.
Yeah.
Scotch Bonnet.
Yeah, that Scotch Bonnet. That shit's fire.
It's like, you know, she got her own taste too. You know, I fuck with that. And the fact that she could fuck with some shit and pick it out and be like, out of all his music, it's not, I could find some shit to fuck with. And she fucks with some shit. So.
And aside from her being able to just give you that honest feedback, did she help you discover more music when you were younger? Like when you were growing up, did she help you realize some of your inspirations?
Really and truly, I listened to probably old reggae. You could ask him. I listen to probably old reggae more than I listen to some like, you know, modern shit, like our day shit, like, because that's what I grew up on. Sizzla, Capleton,
Buju Banton.
like, you know,
I love Buju Banton. I love Perez Hammond.
You feel me?
Yeah,
they know about it. You feel me? But that's what I grew up on. So it's like all of that's in my head, like, and that's why I don't know. I really want to try to get back with that, and like, because I feel like that's it. I just got it in my head, but I know it's made me musically, you know, like on a music level, like it's really been my whole inspiration. Like those dudes, like the way they perform, shit like that, the way they go about, you feel me? So,
and reggae was big on like feeling. Like when you look back on like people like Peter Tosh, they used to say that like when he would go and produce and shit like that, that he would just be like, you gotta add a little bit of, and it's like feeling, you know, it's not really like it was like strictly like, you know, I need this kind of sound. Like he was just like, add a little bit of this, and it's like, that's something I liked about reggae, is because they, you know, with even the Rastas, everything is all organic. It's all straight from the roots, and the music too. And that's something I like. I actually went to Negril, Jamaica for the first Cannabis Cup when they had that, like back in, I think it was 2016 or something like that, or 2015. And I just remember the one thing I really loved was just how much like the sounds are embraced over there. It's just kind of like it all revolves around like music and like that just that sound that Jamaica gives. Like not only like the way that Jamaicans speak, but like just that music. It's just so unique. It brings out just something else in music entirely. And I love that you see the hip hop culture now, you know, accepting the reggae sound more and more.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy to me, you know. Coffee, how she's coming in, that shit. To me, that's what she's bringing. Like into it. Like, you know, not fully, you know, that's not her whole sound. I'm not saying that, but you know, she's bringing a little bit of that back, and that's nice. Like, I don't know. I just want to try to bring something back. I was honestly thinking, but you know, it's hard for me. It's very hard to make a reggae track because first of all, I was not born in Jamaica. It's not born in Jamaica. You know, I was born down here, but you know, all my friends are basically like I grew up there.
And is your mom from there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom and dad.
Mother and father.
Yeah.
Mom and dad are both from
you
there.
feel me? Like basically.
So it's all the influence is all there from the culture, whether you were from there or not. Because even like with my girl, like her mom, you know, is Cuban to the bone, but wasn't born in Cuba.
Yeah.
You know, so like sometimes it'd be like that, but you still learn to inherit the culture and to adopt the culture and to love the culture all the same as if you were born there.
Yeah,
sure,
that's literally how I do it.
Yeah.
That's literally how I do it.
It's
funny
like
to me. See the
that's in your
Jamaican
blood
flag in the
you feel
car.
me? Like you made by Jamaican people, so it's like
yeah, you're Jamaican. Yeah.
Why not? You're
Automatically.
Jamaican. Like, I don't care what nobody say.
Like I pay that respect some way somehow.
Yeah, for sure.
That
like,
too.
For sure,
That
bro.
too, man.
Yeah.
I could dig it. I could dig it. And aside from like what your roots and your mother like was able to put into you as far as inspiration goes, when it came to hip hop, what became your inspiration? What are your early hip hop influences?
I want to answer this the best way I can.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes it gets a little difficult because you got to think like not only who was I listening to, but who was it that when I started rapping that like I kind of like I feel like we all like start to emulate somebody first.
Can we use gravitate?
Yeah,
Like more
gravitate.
to-
Gravitate is probably a better term. So yeah, for
Yeah.
lack of a better term, yeah, like you know, gravitate is definitely stronger in that term.
All right. So, and with that being said, I would say first, because I would say that's my favorite rapper, Chance the Rapper.
Okay.
Who else? I don't want to say. I feel like Biggie's too cliche now.
Yeah,
love
but
Biggie,
he's
though.
still
I love
one of the
Biggie, though.
greatest. I think, but yeah, that's
You
one of
feel
the
me?
greatest versus like
Yeah.
who did you get influenced by?
Yeah. So let's say him. So that's two. Let's say Young Pappy. I want to move Young Pappy to the first one. Yeah, because that's what. Yeah, I'll listen to Young Pappy a lot coming up. You know, like, and I don't know.
I feel like ultimately, like what you're like showing is that you like diverse lyricism, along with
none of those people are like.
no, not at all. But like they all have their own unique way about them. Like Biggie was the first person really rapping like Biggie did. Like nobody really heard anybody rapping in that sense. And then same thing with Chance because Chance was just free flowing with his lyricism. I kind of feel a little differently about Young Pappy, but he still fits the bill.
Yeah. What's my deal?
Got the chin scratching questions.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? I'll let you think on it a little bit. We'll jump on into another track right quick, so we can get the people another diverse taste of what LONE17 is all about. So this next track right here is actually called PB Freestyle by LONE17. So y'all tune on in right here on Emano Talk.
Bullshit freestyle.
What is it?
Bullshit
The party and bullshit freestyle. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
It's that nigga from the FL with braids and twists. I make these niggas type survive with the flavor kick. Extra notes, clipboards and flavor tips. I'm the bomb like I made this shit. Get the fuck up off your ass, sack a fucking buck. Your mama needs some help and you clearly don't give a fuck. If you never pay a bill, you never gon' know what's up. When that pressure get applied, you thinking about how you fuck. I can never feel you or see you wish we took a toll. Knowing that they took you, my nigga told us it's about a stroke. You was lingering with them demons like I ain't fucking know. Like I ain't fucking know. I'm on some killer shit, dirty by surprise. I just gotta hit my killer switch, like I'm feeling it. This some 1999 shit. If I don't got bars, then I can't get around this. I say shimmy, shimmy, yeah, bitch. From a town where they test gangsta. Is you getting down, bitch? Party and bullshit. And if a nigga violate, I got a full clip. See, I might party and bullshit, but I ain't one to fuck with. Alright, we gon' party and bullshit. And if a nigga violate, I got a full clip. See, I might party and bullshit, but I ain't one to fuck with.
I could dig that right there. Quick little freestyle over the party and bullshit beat.
Oh,
Right there from LONE17.
When I I heard that fucking beat, I was like, yo, I just listened to the I mean, not listen to, yo, don't do drugs. I just watched the Biggie documentary, yo, and then I heard that beat. I was like, damn, and that's low key my favorite song. I ain't even gonna cap. I'm not even gonna cap with you. That's my favorite song. Like if it was just some way to see all the plays, how much times I listen to it, that's my favorite fucking song. Like, yo. So, you know, when I heard that beat, it was magic.
Yeah, I feel if it wasn't for Diddy in that aspect with putting on Biggie to those style beats, we would have never heard things as magical as tracks like that. But that freestyle, it definitely did the whole track justice. That shit was fire. Went bar for bar, told a little bit of a story too. And it was just like a little bit of like here's a quick appetizer.
That was a big time in music. That was a big ass time in music. And every time I watch something like, you know, with like that's old dated when it comes to music and hip hop, it's like it just shows you really like how nothing wasn't the same. Right now we got everything. Where is it? Everything in this. Everything is in this.
Yep.
Like these days, you know? So it's like, I don't know. But I always feel like, what if I was born in that era?
Yeah, facts.
You feel me?
Like, wait, do you mean like being able to enjoy it the way you enjoy music today? Like involved in that era?
I know I would have had the same passion, but it would have had to take like a little more. You feel me? Like it couldn't be what's happening today.
Back then you had to be a real-time hustler. Like now it's just so easy to click share, repost, you know, comment, like,
do something
save,
stupid, get a lot of views, you know, and then you transfer into music. Yeah, it's a lot going on out here.
And you mentioned in the first track, Scotch Bonnet, that you look to keep it as authentic as possible, that you're all original.
Authenticity.
How do you look to keep that vibe? Because that's basically what made those artists so strong back in the days, that they had something different from the next artist.
Yeah. You know, certain bars might be, you know, and people feel certain ways, but even if I rap about something stupid, I'm gonna rap about something that makes sense in my song. You know, like I don't like making songs it's just totally like off. Like it's either we gotta throw it in the trash or like, you feel me? So it just like spit it and like do your shit. But like it's an important time right now. It's craft time where I'm really working on my craft. You feel me? So that's where I'm coming from with this shit, like with all this original shit. Like I'm noticing like certain keys have to be connected and certain shit has to go on. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, I like that because it sounds like you're trying to piece the puzzle together. And the good thing about that is, even though like that last track was a freestyle, it sounds like ultimately your goal is to make sure like, all right, I can't just be satisfied with the first take unless I know I hit it perfect. And I have to be 100% satisfied on it. And you're willing to almost go back and like restructure to make sure that you're able to.
That's crazy, ain't it? That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
Exactly. You don't care how much time it takes.
Yeah, you'd rather perfect it than just be like, all right, I got to get it out. I got to just rush it.
And I wasn't like that before. Like, you know, because when I first started recording, I was really like, my homeboy was, you know, bringing shit over. We were cooking up and shit like that. So it was like, it was none of that. That's what I was used to, just stopping, you know, cutting, hold on, this got to be perfect. This got to be, you know. So when I actually, you know, started getting studio time, it was like, I'm going to do the same shit here. That's the only way shit going to come out right. You can't just come here and come in on some fancy shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Try to just one take some shit and
and it's not even like in a disrespectful way, but not everybody's built for it like that.
Oh yeah, I could say I've been through it. Like I'm not even talking out my ass. I've been through it. Like I've been trying to one take shit. You get home, you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, you feel me? Not even like that. But if you could do it, you could do it. Hey, you know. But that's just, I like to take my time.
Yeah, you got to work to the comfortability of your craft. End of story.
Yeah, shit.
The comfortability of your craft is key. That's all I can say about that. But let's get them another track right quick. So that last one was the Party and Bullshit freestyle. But this next track right here is called Presh by LONE17 right here on Emano Talk.
This is why they crossed me.
Oh, this is the track. God. So this is the track
this is why they crossed me.
Okay.
Yes, this is why they crossed me.
There we go. So y'all tune on in right here. So this is called This Is Why They Crossed Me right here on Emano Talk.
Set up pressure bus pipes while they cross. We been in the light, but we been hunting in the darkness. I said long time, mama been crying, she's all alone. She's been wondering and praying just when he's coming home. 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 Set up pressure bus pipes while they cross me. We been in the light, but we been hunting in the darkness. I said long time, mama been crying, she's all alone. That pain, it be running deeply. More than my mama knows, so it could really leave her speechless. I swear to God, me and my mama gonna be eating, weeping, never that. Motivated, always say it, double up. It's a world they just living in it, pour your cup. And then they ask you every day, they never stop. Illumination in this life, I live. The darkness can never harm me, I've been on my share. Holler 2 times if you fuck with this, but it don't matter, we gon' post up and rap this club. Mama sent me in before the street life first night I did it, I'm like, damn, this shit don't seem right. Gotta level up, cause the streets don't love you when you down, nigga, pedal up. Hard body, bitch, and you can never know the meaning. Bitch, I'm feeling like a vet, and you can never know the feeling.
We're gonna hit them back to back right here. So that one was called Why They Cross Me, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we about to hit them back to back. This next one's called Clock My Moves. So y'all tune on in right here on Emano Talk.
Hold on.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. You don't got no bombs? You don't got no bombs?
Nah. What?
You got bombs? You could drop a bomb right now?
Oh no, I don't got. I got an applause. You want me to drop an applause?
Drop an applause.
Something.
I got you. I won't lie. That's one thing I got to strap up on is get myself some unique sounds. But apparently, I could get sued for certain sounds.
You serious?
Yep. Apparently, you could get like sued for utilizing some sounds because they're copyrighted and shit. It's stupid. So I just rather avoid all of that.
That's crazy.
All right. You think they'll find that though?
Huh? What?
They find that?
What, the bomb?
Yeah, no, the clap, the applause.
Oh, the applause is different because the applause you can't trademark an applause.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
But certain
Everybody
like
could
bomb
do applause.
sounds and like certain sounds you could like trigger them to like sound a unique way. So yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah, but with an applause, like you get a whole bunch of hands together, it all sounds the same.
I was a standing ovation.
Exactly. Well, let's give that standing ovation right quick. We got this next track right here. It's called Clock My Moves by LONE17 right here on Emano Talk. Y'all tune on in.
All right.
LONE17. Alright. LONE17. Making sure I clock my moves. Everything was a coming. 1 foot first and the 2 was a jumping. Big sauce throwing, yeah, he move like it's nothing. Making sure I clock my moves. Everything was a coming. 1 foot first and the 2 was a drumming. Big sauce throwing, yeah, he move like it's nothing. Yeah, he move like it's making sure I clock my moves. Everything was a coming. 1 foot first and the 2 was a drumming. Big sauce throwing, yeah, he move like it's nothing. Yeah, he more like it's. I said status live. Tell a nigga get his status right. Look like static shot. When it ricocheted and spark a light. They was moving in the dark night. Off-white, belly of the beast. Feed myself hope when there's nothing left to eat. How far would she go if I got her for a week? Touching on the soul and I think I find the key. Touching on the soul and I think I find the key. I'm busting her down. Tell me what you need. Cause after we out and I need something to eat. And please don't be loud. Cause my mama asleep. Do not make no sound. I don't wanna hear no pee. Making sure I clock my moves. Everything was a coming. Alright. Making sure I clock my moves. Everything was a alright. This shit talking like Pacquiao. Fuck what they saying, I'm just needing my money now. They tried to tell me go back to your old ways, but I'm like, nah, that was the old days. Now we up and we don't show face. It's how they want me now. They want me dead, hotter than propane, harder than heroin needles. I just need more veins. I'm dangerous. Yeah, I'm something like cocaine. Punching the clock and you stocking boxes for chump change. Alright.
Said I'm making sure I. Said I'm making sure I.
Said I'm making sure I clock my moves. Everything was a coming. 1 foot first.
Hey, that, oh my god. Every time I hear it, yo,
That's
the visuals for this has to be like golden.
Yeah.
That track is fire. Honestly, both of those tracks between Why They Cross Me Right is the name of the other one.
Yeah.
And then this one right here, Can't Clock My Moves.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like me
like
personally, I feel like
self-competition.
it's competition. Yeah,
Damn,
but
you make it
Clock
harder
My
for me.
Moves, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Clock My Moves, like that. Me personally, well,
Yeah.
I've been in the studio with this nigga a lot, but
A lot.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite shits that he dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And it's different from the
hot
first
shit,
two
yo.
tracks, right? The first two
Yeah.
tracks are these boom
And
bap,
he
like
loved
bar
the
for
track
bar.
Before this, like that was his favorite song before that got recorded. Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? Like that's what I'm saying. That's why he's
Like those are those tracks that Meek Mill's gonna scream his head off on, like if he had those beats. But I like that you adopted it to your own style because like the way you approached, the Party and Bullshit freestyle and Scotch Bonnet, like it still feels like not necessarily that it's the same flow, same style, but like it's just like it feels like how you made those beats your own and like that you were able to just make it a LONE17 style beat kind of. You kind of were able to just do that again.
Yeah.
Shit.
That was I don't know. That's what I'm and that's what that goes back to me saying it's a craft moment for me, like in life, but with my music, specifically. So it's a craft moment in life right now. So it's like I'm finding my sound and I'm finding how I could fit it. I'm finding what feels comfortable. Not even to say too much. I'm finding what feels comfortable to me.
You're starting to get in your own shoes, it sounds like.
Yeah.
That you're just filling them in, you're just trying to, take that step. That next step, and then the next step, and then just keep going up from there, just climbing up the stairs.
And that's what I mean by pace. Like that's my pace. One step, and then you gotta double up. You can't just keep taking one step. You'll be there forever.
Sometimes you gotta jump to 2 steps.
Yeah, I should have said that.
But sometimes you do that unintentionally, and I think the one thing that a lot of artists underestimate is the idea that even if you did take that one step, that's still a step forward.
Mm-hmm. That's in everything. I feel like that's in everything. But then again, it's hard to take steps. People got different stuff holding them back from taking steps.
Yeah.
And that's a real thing. That's reality. And people be like, oh, take the step.
Yeah.
Got different. People be having bills. People be having kids. People be having, it's a lot of shit, but shouldn't worry about shit. Take that step.
When you look back on when you first started music, is there something you look at and you're like, damn, I wish I took that step? Or would you give yourself the advice of just kind of like, you're on the right path right now?
I wish I would have came to the sense of I'm trying to make this my career, and I had the, confidence myself.
Just kind of woke up a little earlier.
And I mean, that's really it, that's just it. But also, getting official with it. You feel me? Like trying to get official with it, trying to actually figure out the business part about it and not because like I was saying, it's not like back then. You can't just spit some bars and be like, oh.
And somebody's just like, oh, by the way, here's our contract.
Like, you feel me? Or like, here's some money. I'm going to invest in you. Drop a lot of videos. We're going to get you out of here. No, it's not like back then. So like, you feel me? Everything got to go like that. So I got to figure out the business part of what's going on with me.
And where do you see LONE17 10 years from now?
Where do I see LONE17 2 years from now? Probably in a month from now. Like that's how I think. Like really, I'm thinking in months.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even think like.
Got to think short term to
achieve
achieve the long term.
You feel me? Oh, I like that. Short term to achieve the long term.
Facts. Yeah, that is dope.
Yeah, it just be like that. It's like those one steps.
How you're gonna have 10 years?
Like how you know? Yeah.
How you gonna like? Yeah, I'd rather not.
Well, how about this? Ideally, if you were to look into the future, like what's the thing you see for LONE17 at that point?
Owning a lot of shit. And that's not even to be selfish, just owning a lot of and making generational wealth, a lot of that and giving back. I really want to give back. Like, that's a big thing to me. So that's probably like the first thing I'm gonna do, after I figure out all the other shit that's in a contract.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I'm gonna sit there, read that shit, figure out, but yeah, like that's one thing. I gotta stand on that from this interview now. I'm giving back.
All right. And now thinking more short term, what does LONE17 see for himself coming in 2021? What can we expect of LONE17 come 2021? And even leading into 2022?
More hits, more visuals, everything ahead. More hits, more visuals,
more bangers.
Yeah, more, more marketing. That's what I need to do for myself, specifically more marketing, you know, get myself out there, get LONE17 out there. You know, they got to see him. Oh, yeah. So let me say that. They got to see him 2021. LONE17 getting noticed 2021 because y'all ain't noticed 2020. I don't think y'all noticed 2019. Probably ain't noticed 2018.
But now they ain't gonna have no choice but to notice.
Yeah, there we go. They ain't gonna have no choice. Like, I mean, y'all
You gave them 2 chances. Fool me once, fool me twice. Ain't got a 3rd chance after that.
It's golden.
I like that. I like that.
Man.
But it comes that time now where we look to wrap things up. So let the people know, where could they find LONE17 at? All that good stuff.
On every platform. LONE17 is on every platform. And that's only because what I just told you. Getting serious about LONE17. So I'm on everything. LONE17 is on everything. LONE17 on everything. If you don't know how to spell it, some people be like, how do you spell it? It's crazy ways. I'll be like, yo, just take off the A off of alone. And it's LONE17. So you feel me? Not to be harsh, but LONE17 on all platforms, SoundCloud, Apple. Let's throw a little bit of, can I get on Tidal?
Yeah. Wait,
Bro.
are you on Tidal?
No.
Or you're just like wondering, like, what's good with that?
Yeah, like, yo, how I get on
Yo,
Tidal?
Hov, holla at my boy right here.
Yo, like, come
Like,
on.
real
come
quick.
on.
Like, what's good, bro? You act like
Yo.
you busy or something.
Come on.
Like,
So,
come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
my boy, man. He the next one out here.
Apple Music, Spinnerilla, all of everything.
Everything but
you can
Tidal.
think of. Yeah. Damn, ho. Shit.
They said titles for the artists. They can't get my boy on
Damn,
there.
for real. Come on.
But yeah, y'all go follow the man at the real LONE17 on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yep, y'all go follow.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said it right. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with that stuff.
Don't do drugs.
That's the
So,
lesson
yeah.
here. No, fuck with y'all. But yeah, go follow my boy real quick on Instagram at the real LONE17. He's got music, visuals, bangers on the way. Y'all heard it here first on Emano Talk.
17 from 17 album coming soon. It's about to be, you know, y'all about to see the cover art. I'm saying that because they gonna see it. They're gonna see it.
Don't sleep.
You feel me? So 17 from 17 album coming soon. And that's really where that, you know, where the unreleased is going. So,
Okay.
you know, so
And they heard it here first.
yeah.
That's
Feel me?
that.
So that's just, think of it, 17 from 17. That's just like what?
Sneak preview, tip of the
A
iceberg.
nickel of the nickel of the album, you know. So yeah, I got a lot coming.
I could
So-
dig that. But yeah, y'all stay on the lookout. 17 for 17 coming soon. We're gonna end it here with one more track, but before we do, make sure you go follow on social media. Wow, at Emano Talk, at EMANOTALK. It's on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment on YouTube below here. We appreciate all the love on YouTube. Make sure you also go subscribe on all podcast platforms. We're going to be back next Thursday to kick off April the right way. So stay tuned on social media for future postings to see what content we got coming out. This episode will be out tomorrow, so y'all stay on the lookout for that as well. But we're going to end things off here with a track called How It Go by LONE17. So
How it go? Spin it.
let's
I
go.
was about to say the applaud.
Oh, you want to drop one more applause?
One more applaud.
We could drop one more applause right quick. Shout out LONE17 pulling on up. Shout out the fans tuning on in. Shout out Rambo being here with us today. We out here. Y'all know what it is. We all tune on in right here on Emano Talk. This last track is called How It Go by LONE17, and we'll catch y'all next Thursday. Be easy, folks.
Learn from heartbreak, time heals, so you focus on you.
Alright. LONE17. LONE17. Yo. I said that's just how it go. I said that's just how it roll. I said bitch, I'm on the road. That's just how it go. Niggas try to play, but they don't know how we be on the side where it don't snow. But shit was getting cold. Ask me how they left me in the blind. I tell them I don't even fucking know. Cause now I'm moving different. Niggas only worry about the chick and how I'm finna make this money different. How I'm finna kick it, bust it down the middle, how I get it. That's how I get it. I'm so real. Like I just took 33 shots to the fucking chest. I need that soul grip. Big body, never see me, but you always see the motherfucking checks. On my own shit. She said she was gonna leave me, but she never really left. So what you hoping? Tell me if I'm lying. I ain't